Hillary Clinton is the first woman ever to be the presumptive presidential nominee of a major American political party. Even before today's primaries in 6 states, CBS News estimates Clinton has enough delegates to clinch the Democratic nomination. It was 8 years ago today that she conceded the 2008 Democratic race to Barack Obama.
Although we weren't able to shatter that hardest glass ceiling this time, thanks to you, it's got about 18 million cracks in it.
She went on to say that next time it would be easier. House Democratic leader Nancy Pelosi endorsed Clinton this morning, trying to help her win today's California primary.
But Clinton is not yet embracing the role of presumptive nominee. She said last night, quote, "We are on the brink of an historic moment," and she urged her supporters not to get complacent and keep fighting for every vote. Bernie Sanders argues that Clinton's superdelegates could still change their mind and vote for him. But even if 285 of them, about half the superdelegates pledged to Clinton, switched to Bernie Sanders, he would still have fewer delegates. And he trails Hillary Clinton by more than 3 million votes.
Our former chief Washington correspondent and Face the Nation moderator, Bob Schieffer, has covered every presidential election since what year?
Abraham Lincoln.
Actually, 1964.
1964,
Yeah,
yes.
But nationally, since 1968.
Let's just say a very long time.
A very long
And
time.
you know all the stuff.
We should note, I mean, this is a historic moment for our country and for the Democratic Party.
It really is. I mean, the first woman to be nominated for president and all that. You really can't make too much of that. That's kind of a big thing. But you know, my guess is that Hillary Clinton would have preferred that this become known later today, because there is a downside to this. She has to be very careful now to get her people out to vote. There's nothing like telling people we've already won to cause people to say, well, maybe I'll go to the Starbucks or something instead of
What's the
standing in a
downside, though,
voting
Bob, if
line.
she still has all the votes she needs?
Well, I mean, she's won.
clinched the deal. Yeah.
That's the total upside.
So-
But I mean, she would really like to win
Yes,
California
of course she
tonight.
would.
Just whether she needs California or not, I mean, it is the biggest state, and they would really like to come out of this with a victory here, because you know, she's had some tough time. I mean, just trying to shake somebody like Bernie Sanders. You know, he was never sought office as a Democrat before, and yet, I mean, he's been like gum on your shoes. You just can't get him off of you. And it's just gone on, and she's got to show people now and really turn to Donald Trump as quickly as she can.
Speaking of Donald Trump, I mean, he continues to go down this line about the Mexican heritage of a judge.
You know,
he says it's biased against him.
It's unbelievable, and I'm going to be the first to say, you know, I thought he had to be taken seriously in the beginning, and we've talked about that. But when he said John McCain was a loser, when he got into it with Megyn Kelly, when he made fun of that poor guy, the reporter from the New York Times, who, you know, had challenges and all of that, I thought, every time that happened, I thought there's no way he's going to get past that.
Is it different this time, too?
It may be.
Yeah. Why?
It may be, because we're on a different golf course now. Donald, of course, owns a lot of golf courses. Donald Trump got more votes, I guess, than any Republican in a primary, but that's 5% of the registered voters in the United States of America. We're in a different zone here now.
So it's different because it's the general election we're moving into, or is it different because this particular event, like the Muslim ban, seems to go beyond what's acceptable?
Well, I mean, it's different because his own party doesn't know what to do with it.
Well, all the top
Republicans they've got themselves a candidate, and they don't know what. I mean,
I don't know that on any other of these issues we have heard the leader of the House, the leader of the Senate, every major Republican official denounce him. Every Republican Senate candidate running is having a hard time. And Lindsey Graham said this: "This is the most un-American thing from a politician since Joe McCarthy. If anybody was looking for an off-ramp, this is probably it. There'll come a time when the love of country will trump hatred of Hillary."
Yeah.
There's
That's
still many
very strong.
Republicans that will vote for Trump because they don't like Hillary so much. But he's saying this may change that.
And that's what I'm saying here. This is what makes it different now. It's almost like the old Sherlock Holmes story, the dog that didn't bark. You have just listed all the people, and we saw them all over television yesterday, all over the weekend, Republicans who said he shouldn't have done that. We have yet to hear, Charlie, one prominent Republican stand up and defend him.
Yes.
We haven't heard that yet. And here we are, the primary season is over, the first third of the campaign, and Republicans literally don't know what to do with the candidate that they find themselves the nominee of their party.
There is always more to come in this campaign. With
And
Donald
God
Trump.
knows what it is.
Thank you, Bob Schieffer. Always good to have you here.
Yeah.